Hello and welcome back to Let's Discover Offworld Trading Company. This is episode number 2 and we are going to continue learning to play this game. Today's scenario is called Corporations Are People. Seneca Development will show you how to profit from the life support needs of the nearby Martian colony. Let's go in there and do it. Corporations are people. Business on Mars is booming. The most exciting opportunities are around the newly founded colonies. Like corporations, these colonies are made of people and people have needs. They require water to drink, food to eat, and oxygen to breathe. If handled correctly, these needs become a lucrative revenue stream and the foundation for a strong business. Entrepreneur Paolo Rubini and his prodigy Maze Song, is that the song of the maze, will show you the Seneca way of developing Martian real estate. You will learn how to deftly handle the human element with an eye towards the bottom line. Alright, let's go in there and profit. A new generation of great capitalism. Hi partner, Seneca Development is a market leader in the growing off-world industrial revolution. Working with us means you'll be making history. I hope that you're excited about this amazing opportunity as I am. You need to be willing to take on mind-numbing debt and soul-crushing responsibilities, but I promise you, it will be worth it. Sign me up. Nice start. You'll be taking over responsibilities at our new Los Angeles branch. Your business is already well positioned with a supply of steel, aluminum, and silicon. We've got our power needs covered by the wind turbine on the crest of that crater. We are not content to do fine. Seneca Development will teach you how to expand your internal expectations. You're here to help pave the way for the next stage of our business venture. What stage is that? Water is awesome. Since this new venture involves other people's hard work, you need to make sure they survive out there. Water is the key ingredient for sustaining life on Mars. The blue cylinder represents underground water deposits. You can get a good supply started by constructing water pumps on these deposits. I'm on it. Right? So another type of resource is water. I'm gonna build it here. 4% interest on our debt. Alright, water pump is built. H2O is a go. Nice work on the water production. Mace is teaching you how to set up a well-run business. I'll show you how to turn a profit. You can see how important the extraction of resources is. Even more critical to us is the sale of those resources. Let me introduce you to our customers. They have great needs and deep pockets. Customer? Hello. The colony is our customer. Old Earth sent some of her finest out here to start a new life. They are willing to brave this harsh climate in pursuit of a better future. Their bravery is fueled by one word: hope. Hope for a new industrial revolution, hope for jobs that can sustain their families, hope to transform their colonies into a successful port, trading with the asteroid belt. Their needs will make us money, but their hopes will make us wealthy. How do I know what they want? Alright. These guys, the capitalists. Buying and selling. The resource list is a lot more than a stat sheet tracking your production output. It also shows the market value of resources, which change dynamically based on the supply and demand of the colony. Food is selling at 90 per decabushel. I think that was a while ago. I've been reading and now it's at minus 31. That's not great. You should make a move and invest some resources into producing food. Am I reading this wrong? It's at minus 32. We're giving away food. How do I make food? Factory farming. You are going to need to build some farms. There's a great use for the water we've been collecting, but there is a small problem with the plan. We don't have any glass, and you'll need some to construct farms. Sell some surplus resources, buy some glass, and you should be able to construct the farms, okay? I'll buy what I need to build them. Alright. So, to build a greenhouse farm, we need 10 glass. Let's buy 10 glass then. 10 glass. Okay, cash strapped. I know the basics of most business debt. But let's be realistic. The colony isn't going to lend you money or give away their glass. Before you can get any more glass, the price needs to drop or we need more cash. Right, so no money, no options. What can we sell? I guess water. Right, so glass is selling at 105. Oh, and we can only buy it 10 at a time. That's good then. And now we can build greenhouses. Oh, we need more glass again. We aren't a charity. When you sell perfectly good water for less than 10, you are practically giving it away. By continuing to sell more, the market will be flooded and the price will continue to drop. We are in this endeavor to make a profit, and you do so by buying low and selling high. Please show some restraint. I'm in this endeavor to earn wealth, not favor. Alright, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I was doing that wrong. Water is pretty cheap, so let's not sell the water. Let's sell the food. Okay, who do you think we are? We may be ambitious, but we are not criminals. We live ambiguous moral choices to the likes of reclamation industries. We can't sell what we don't have, sheesh. If we had food, that would have been a great idea, but we don't yet, okay? Alright, yeah, I can't sell anything that I don't have. Let's sell some of these then. We have 283 iron, so let's sell some of that. This should be enough to build another farm. Very nice. I like your style. Putting buildings next to each other is a good way to get more of a good thing. Each greenhouse farm is now 50% more productive because of their placements, which with planning like that, there's no limit for what we can accomplish. Cool. So there is value in building similar things together. Alright, let's finish that greenhouse. It's almost done. Huzzah! Perks and bennies. Having a good food supply is not only smart, it's good business. As our expansive HQ grows, so does our staff. You are ensuring our employees have the energy to continue working hard for you in the future. Another benefit we provide to our employees is breathable air. It's a pretty huge perk. Not suffocating is a benefit. Now let's pause here. The electrolysis reactor takes the water and splits the water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen atoms. The hydrogen, which looks like a flame, is processed into fuel used for transport. The oxygen, O2, is rapidly cooled and stored in its liquid form. Time to make some O2. Alright, so I don't know why the game shows two things for the same thing. So let's build an electrolysis reactor. I'm gonna try and build it beside a water pump. I'm guessing that will give us some doesn't look like it, but let's put it there. That's it being built. Oh, I actually have to build 2 of them. Anticipate massive profit is one of our objectives. Alright, one of them is done. Almost there. We now have a production pipeline for fuel and oxygen. There's been a bit of a supply snafu though. We aren't pumping enough water to supply the greenhouse farms and the electrolysis reactors. The number next to the water icon is our production rate. Whenever that number is red, we are using more of that resource than we are making. We are not losing money, but we are losing the opportunity for generating profitable resources. Time for another water pump. Yeah, so let's pause again. So right now we are consuming more oxygen and more water than we produce. So let's build another water pump. Ice works too. A water pump will help a lot. There is also water available in the ice fields above us. You can collect it by using solar condensers. This method of water production isn't nearly as efficient as water pumps, but it'll do in a pinch. Unfortunately, we are completely out of land claims, so there's that. Land claims? Claims and opportunities. Mace tells me we are out of claims and we need more water. That's where upgrading the expansive HQ can really help out. All of the land that we see around you is owned by the colony. Claims are given out sparingly by the colony to the businesses that they trade with. By expanding our facilities, we earn more of their trust, hence more claims. Let's upgrade and take advantage of the trust to stabilize our water production. Okay, let's upgrade. We need more glass. We'll buy some glass then. Well, how much do we need? 8. We need money. Let's sell some of this aluminum. Oh, it's pretty cheap already. Let's sell some of the iron then. No, steel, sorry. I think that should be enough. Yeah, definitely enough. And we can upgrade. And now we can build. So we need to build 2 solar condensers and a water pump. Let's build a water pump that we can do right away. And we need glass for the solar condenser, so we need to buy more glass again. Let's sell some food. Yeah, that should be enough. How much do we need? We need 10. Right. Like that. We can build them wherever. Doesn't seem to be a difference on where you build them, so let's build them close. Right, water pump is pumping already. We need these 2 guys to finish. Good news if you like bad news. I feel bad keeping secrets from you at this point. It is time to come clean. We've been running quite a deficit due to the cost of power since you started. We owe 9,770. Yeah, that just showed up. Let's pause. Yeah, while you read, the thing keeps going and you're even poorer than what she says. The 1 wind turbine is quite enough to supply all of our structures with the required power, and the colony has been selling us energy at the market rate. I owe what? Don't freak out about that. Listen. Running a business is really stressful. Do not worry about all the money we owe, seriously. You can pay your debt off whenever you have extra cash, but it's better to reinvest it in a better infrastructure. Too much debt can literally crater your opportunities in the future, but let's focus on making more money instead. Build some power producers so we move from energy deficit to energy surplus. Alright, let's build some power lines. Solar panels. Alright, so depending on where you build them, there's also a difference. So from the last time, I think I learned that if you build a power producer beside a structure, you get they produce more. What's this? It's an quarry. So let's put one here beside our water production thing, and one here beside our food production. We'll see how that goes. Let's remove pause, and we are still accruing debt. Energy independence. Check out those wonderful numbers next to your energy icon. We are running a surplus and making money by selling the extra back to the colony. Alright, so we have a +7 there. Of course, the money we're making by auto-selling our energy surplus gets applied to your debt. Hopefully you can see why it wasn't to worry about our debt. Using our cash to make money is the best way to stay out of debt to begin with. Alright, first things first, there are a lot of things that we could do to increase our profits, but unfortunately we are out of land claims again. You know the drill, upgrade the expansive HQ and then we'll talk. Alrighty. So what do we need? We need more glass. Just that, we have aluminum and steel. We need 15. Easy money. The colony just gave us a bunch of new land claims, and I think it's pretty clear that what our next move is. The price of glass is looking really good at the moment. We've helped drive the price up by buying so much. Let's flip the script and recoup some of that cash by producing some glass of our own. How? Invest in glass. Glass cones are enormous cones where oxygen is burned to melt silicon into large glass panels. Glass is made from the following: 1 O2 plus 4 silicon equals 1 glass. These sturdy panels are used throughout the colony and enable us to make Mars a beautiful place to do business. Believe me, without the fantastic views in the expansive HQ, we'd have a hard time with our executive retention. I'd like an office with a view. Alright, let's build glass cone. We actually have to build 3 of them. So these need silicon and water. So let's place it around here beside the... Alright, no, let's put it close to the base. Build one here. Yeah, I wanna get those bonuses. Spectacular use of real estate. Not only are your real estate claims on point, you've also constructed the most efficient layout for 3 buildings of the same type. Each glass cone is producing glass at a rate of 75% quicker than individual structures. Alright, give me a raise. And we need to build a quarry. How do we build a quarry? There we go. Shortages are opportunities. I wasn't quick enough. Our timing couldn't be much better. A minor industrial accident blew out almost every window of the colony research module. I love seeing prices go up. Shortages like this occur from time to time. Sometimes they are the result of problems at the colony, other times the expected shipments from Earth don't arrive on time. It doesn't matter much to us, we can profit from shortages as long as we have what they need. Isn't this price gouging? Laces fair play. Listen here, if you need glass, it may feel like price gouging, but the reality is that the demand has gone up and supply hasn't kept pace. We are in a free market, friend, and this is what laissez-faire looks like. If demand goes up, feel free to worry about the details, but only after you figure out how to profit from the opportunity. Alright, time to make some money. So we need to build an elemental quarry. Let's build it here on the high density. And we only have 4 glass right now, but we can sell it. Let's see them produce now. Alright, fantastic work, top-notch performance. It can be easy to lose your head when market heats up. Keeping your cool and focusing on results shows that you have what it takes to compete. Our business is rolling along, and with that glass sale you have a solid cash influx that gives you options moving forward. A side benefit of having a strong business is that the colony benefits as well. An actual win-win? Rising tide. You can see that the colony has grown since we started working together. That is due in large part to your hard work. Earth is hoping that the colonies can revive humankind's future, but it's businesses like ours that will ensure their success. We don't influence how the colony grows, but the expansion efforts of colonies can greatly affect the prices of resources. How so? The port. This is the shipping and receiving heart of the colony. Every resource bought and sold finds its way through these ports. Rolling over the port will provide you with an overview of the colony's consumption. As a business, we care a lot about construction materials. The colony is populated by citizens, and their life support needs make up the majority of their consumption. And what are the buildings around the port? Habitats and workplaces. The most important structures are the habitat units that allow the population of the colony to grow. The more a colony grows, the more they consume, and the expanding colony is good for business. The colony's jobs are split among laboratories, machine shops, offices, and warehouses. Each workspace also impacts the consumption of the colony. How does this help our bottom line? It's the people. Just like corporations, colonies are people. After a busy day at work, people sometimes need to take a break and blow off some steam. Who knows what people need more than well-run businesses? No one, that's who. May's song is going to tell you about the amazing revenue stream that results from a well-placed pleasure dome. Pleasure what? Relax. The pleasure dome is a place where workers can take a break from long hours of toil. They pay handsomely for a release from the daily grind, and it's quite a lucrative revenue stream. We should build one next to a colony, preferably adjacent to as many habitat units as possible. Real estate is always about the location, location, location. Alright, let's find the right spot. Alright, so these things are habitats. These are offices, so we should build them on this side. Construct a pleasure dome. We need electronics for that, so let's buy 40. Alright, now we can build it. here comes the ship to construct it. Perfect. You really know how to make the best of a good idea. By strategically placing the pleasure dome between all of those habitats, you're ensured optimal profits. Strong decision making is a way to rise to the top. It has really been a pleasure to walk you through the Seneca way. Thanks. You rock. The pleasure dome is going to provide a nice income for us, and that's what business is all about. Finding out what people need and selling it at an inflated rate. You are now certified to plan and execute a successful business by Seneca Development. Before leaving, please sign this non-disclosure and non-compete agreement. Alright, should we sign or not? I think because I am sharing this video on YouTube, I'm gonna refuse to sign because I'm actually disclosing. I don't know if that makes any difference. Alright, so fun times ahead. We got an achievement, corporations are people, and we can start climbing the corporate ladder. Alright, so that was corporations are people. Join us next time for the next scenario called Make It Work. Learn from reclamation industries what it takes to win a market competition against an economic rival. Being morally flexible is a plus. Alright, so if you like this episode, please leave a like and a comment. And see you on the next episode where we'll be doing Make It Work. For now, I say goodbye, thanks for watching, and see you next time.